That's right, guys. It's me, James Sweeney, coming at you from the Brooklyn studio. Why the studio? Because it's cold outside and the sun actually came out. But besides that, I have some good news for you. Yes, Chelsea's playing Derby right now, up 1-0 as expected. But there's even better news. It's after 4 o'clock, the markets are closed, and that can only mean one thing. That's right, it's happy hour in New York City. Now, U.S. stocks seeing quite the amount of volatility today, with equities keeping a close eye on oil prices, the impact of lower energy costs, as well as Russia's economic troubles on policy decisions. Now, since I just mentioned it, let's first begin with Russia. Equities all around the globe declining today as Russia vowed further action to stabilize its markets following an unexpected interest rate hike. At the same time, investors are also keeping a close eye on the Federal Reserve, which tomorrow will likely consider the timing and size of interest rate hikes. In addition, falling to lows not seen since the spring of 2009, 5 years ago, crude futures for January delivery falling today to a low of $53.60 a barrel, then shooting to a high of $57.15 and actually closing at $55.93. That means oil today was up 2 cents, therefore putting an end to a 4-day losing streak. And that's not all. We also had new home construction in the U.S. topping 1 million on an annualized rate in November, while housing starts, they fell 1.6% and building permits falling 5.2%. Now you team that with U.S. manufacturing continuing to expand in December, but with a growth rate at an 11-year low, as well as a weaker U.S. dollar, a weaker greenback, as well as a slide in gold, then you have yourself a session where for every 3 stocks falling, roughly 4 rose over at the New York Stock Exchange. Let's now take a look to see how the markets closed out this quite busy day. And lastly, we end on a high note. Dave & Buster's up about 0.25%. This ahead of its earnings report due out after the bell. So there you have it. Kick back, relax, grab yourself a drink, watch for the rest of the Chelsea game if you can. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow morning. From ModernWallStreet.com, I'm James Sweeney.